Well, 5G is interesting because it's different from other previous Gs, which were much better defined. So it's like a much wider scope. So it's not going to be, I think, something that will happen at a date. It's just going to be a gradual path, and we already started embarking in that. It's a big transformation to make the networks more complex on one hand, but also much better suited at providing the services that we need. So we're going to have more efficient networks, more powerful networks, and a new way to think about networks operations. Well, I have to confess that I've been attending this show for so long, and it's just like, I cannot even tell you the reason because I do it every year, and part of the reason is because I can see the same people, the same companies. It's an excellent way for me to catch up with people, and it's good because it gives me an update, a chance of finding out what's new, and so I pretty much all the time. It's just that I've been following. It was WiMAX world, and then it became LTE, and now it's 5G. But it's interesting that it's mostly the same people just keep coming, and they all enjoy it. So it's pretty good, very good. This morning I did analyst breakfast meeting on analytics, and I think it was one of the best I've ever had because we talk about analytics, AI, and machine learning, big data. So how you actually the topic of the conversation was how to get the networks become smarter and more efficient. You have whatever network you have out there, that's what you have. So the question is that how can you extract more value from it? And we started talking about that in terms of very technical issues, and then we ended up talking about movies, about how we as individuals relate to the online wireless communications, privacy, security. So it was a wide-ranging discussion about all sorts of issues in terms of how we design, plan, and use the networks, and it was very interesting, despite the early time in the day.